This is 24 hours of eating Chinese street food in Kunming, China. So our first stop today here in Kunming is at the Zhuanxin Farmers Market. I came here about maybe 8 years ago, and this is without a doubt one of the greatest farmers markets anywhere in the world. So Yunnan province, of which Kunming is the capital, is known as China's breadbasket, or China's pantry, if you will. A lot of the ingredients for all kinds of Chinese dishes come from Yunnan, a lot of specialty ingredients. So Kunming's known as the eternal spring city because of the very moderate climate. It's very comfortable, about 23 degrees, and it's usually like that all year round. So a lot of ingredients can grow here and grow nowhere else here in China. They actually have a lot of sort of almost European-like ingredients. They're famous for their ham, they're famous for their cheese, potatoes. A lot of these things they can only cultivate here in Yunnan. So you're gonna see a lot of interesting fruits and vegetables and products. We're gonna walk around the market, try a bunch of different things. This is one of my favorite markets anywhere, so let's go explore. So we just stumbled across the meat section. Look at this tail right here, cow tail. And then on the other side, we've got the seafood live in the tanks. So much to see here. Okay, first stop, we spotted this place that's selling crispy pork. They've got all the strips of pork belly are hanging there, and you can just pick whatever one you want. Just pick it right off of the hook, and then she chops it up thin, and then serve with a little bit of chili powder and some sauce. Let's try it out. It's quite a popular stall. She's just chopping away. So we've got our, I ordered 1/2 of one of those strands. So you can see it's really crispy. It's got, some pieces have the skin on the end there. It's pork belly. Let's try it first without the sauce. Yeah. Oh my god. It's already actually spiced up. I can taste cumin right away. Really crispy and really juicy. A little bit oily. Okay, let's open up this sauce here, if I can, without making a mess. I'm not really sure what this sauce is, but we'll find out. Let's try that. Yum. Oh man, that's really good. It's like super juicy and crispy at the same time. That sauce has got some heat to it, but there's a lot of garlic in there as well. A little bit of cilantro. Yum. Honestly, it doesn't even need the sauce, but it is good. This is an end piece. It's got extra crispy skin at the top there. A little bit of the sauce. That's really good. Good first stop. Really, really good crispy pork. Simple thing, but when done right, it's just so good. You get the perfect contrast between like tender meat and the real crunchy, crispy skin. And I just couldn't pass up this stall with all that meat hanging there. All right, let's keep going and see what else we can find. This stall is super popular. They're selling all kinds of braised meats. You've got literally every part of the pig there, the snout, the trotters, and they've also got goose, I believe, or duck, and it's all braised, and you just pick whatever you want. They chop it up, but I don't think we're gonna try this one. I don't feel like pig nose for breakfast today. So we spotted this stall here. They're selling a really famous dish from Yunnan. This is beef jerky, and then they actually slice it very thin and fry it in chili oil with Sichuan peppercorn. So this is another kind of pick your chunk of meat from right here, give it to her, she slices it up, fries it up for you, and she gave us a little bit of a sample here. So beef jerky fried in chili oil. try. Oh wow. Oh, that's so good. It's really like fragrant. You can taste the beef. It's got that jerky kind of chewiness, but it's also kind of crispy because it's been fried. And then you start to chew it, and it releases that chili oil, which is seeped into the meat. But yum, there's a lot of flavor. It's salty, but it's got this really kind of beefy flavor, probably because it's been dried like that. Yum, I love it actually. Very, very good. There's a lot of interesting fruits here. I do recognize most of them, but one caught my eye that I just have never seen before. I've never seen this before. And it's not very often you see a fruit that like you've never seen, especially traveling 10 years. So in Chinese it's called ba yue jia. In English it's called akebi fruit, or I might be saying it wrong, akebi fruit. Basically, it looks like a banana meets a passion fruit, and I'm not totally sure you can eat the seeds. I tried to ask her in my broken Chinese. I think she said I could eat the seeds. So this is popular in Yunnan. I've seen quite a few stalls selling it. It's got that crazy purple color on the outside, and then it looks like a passion fruit on the inside. Okay, I'm gonna eat it. Oh. How's it? It's not what I thought at all. I thought it was gonna be sour, but it's actually really sweet. It's like geez, I don't even know what to compare it to. It's really interesting. It got the texture of like sort of passion fruit. It's got a lot of seeds in there. I'm crunching the seeds up. I'm not sure if that's what you're supposed to do, but it's really juicy, like a passion fruit, but sweet like a, I don't know, like a lychee or a longan. It's got the flavor of a lychee or longan, but the texture of a passion fruit in the shape of a banana with the color of, I don't know, what fruit is purple? Mangosteen. No, not bad. Not what I thought. There's a lot of seeds, and I'm just eating them, so I hope that's okay. Look at this fruit stall, for example. The only ones that you commonly see, I guess, would be the star fruit and guava. Here we've got the akebi fruit I just tried. I'm not even totally sure what this one is. Back here we've got the Buddha's hand fruit, a type of citrus. Also no idea what this one is. I don't even know what this one is, to be honest. There's so many interesting fruits here that you're just not gonna find anywhere else. It's not every day you get to taste a brand new fruit you've never tried before. One of my favorite parts about the market here in Kunming is lots of free samples. So another very popular ingredient, product from Yunnan is the corn. So they've got purple corn, and then they've got the little baby corn here. They just gave me a sample. Yum. Oh, very sweet. Oh, that's really good corn. I love corn. That fruit that I just ate left a really weird taste in my mouth. Almost like tingling. I hope I'm not allergic to it. I don't think I am. But it's almost like a Sichuan peppercorn, sort of leaves a little tingling flavor in your mouth. Oh, there's corn. It's great though. So here in Yunnan, there are a lot of ethnic minority groups, and we're right on the border of Vietnam. So you get a lot of interesting cuisine. One of the dishes you can find here in Yunnan is this roasted eggplant salad. I believe it comes from the Dai ethnic minority group. So we spotted them roasting the eggplants right on the side of the market alleyway. He's roasting them on charcoal. He skins the eggplant, and then she mixes in a big mortar and pestle some roasted red peppers, cucumbers, onions, and of course the eggplant, and then a bunch of seasoning. So there's chilies in there, soy sauce, vinegar, garlic water, and then this is your result, a beautiful salad that she mixes in the mortar and pestle. It's very kind of reminiscent of Southeast Asia, like almost like Thai som tam or some dishes you might find in Vietnam. So let's try this out. I love eggplant. Oh man, that's so good. Oh yeah, if you're a vegetarian in Yunnan, you need to come straight here to try this. This is so good. That eggplant's so creamy. Then you get the smoky roast flavor. I asked for medium spicy. It's spicy. There's fresh chilies in there. I love the crunch from the onions, the cucumbers. There's so much going on, but you can really taste the smokiness from that eggplant. Eggplant is one of the greatest ingredients in the world. She also squeezes a fresh lime in there, so it gives it a nice, fresh, sour flavor. This is not really like what I would consider Chinese food. This is more like Vietnamese food or Thai food. But like I said, there's a lot of ethnic minority groups who are right on the border. So you get some really interesting sort of, I wouldn't call it fusion food, but unique food. Look at that creamy, creamy eggplant. Super smoky. When you put the eggplant right on the fire, right on the coals like that, it gets that smoke right infused into it. This one's one of my favorites. Very good.
So I already tried it. It's spicy for me, but it tastes so good. Oh, it's really smoky, like Luke said, from that charcoal. But yeah,
Spicy?
It is spicy. You see the chilies? She put quite like a tablespoon of chilies, if I remember. But man, eggplants in China, so good, right? Look.
So here's a stall that's selling the famous Yunnanese ham. You can see all the ham hocks hanging up top. And like I said earlier, because the temperature is pretty moderate here, it's pretty cool, they're able to just hang and cure these hams. They're also producing cheeses and different dairy products. So it's sort of like a little bit of a European province here in China. This is it. So this lady was kind enough to give me a sample of her ham. All of the ham hanging back here, it smells incredible. Look at that, it looks like prosciutto. She chopped it up nice and thin for me. Yum. That's it. Oh, it's really salty. Saltier than prosciutto. Man, that was a really lean piece. Yum, it's very good. But wow, it's so salty. Like it's like stinging my mouth, it's so salty. But it's hammy, it's good. Look at these steamers. I've never seen some stacked as high. Look at that. Can't even get it in the frame. Full of baozi. I know I keep saying this, but it's really blowing my mind about how unique the ingredients are here. You see it and it's like a green vegetable and you think, oh, okay, I've seen that before. But then you look a little closer and you're like, wait, what is that? I have no idea what that is. Like, have you ever seen tomatoes in this many different colors before? Next up, a classic Kunming breakfast dish called Erkwai. So they're making it fresh right here. You can see they have the rice, which they're feeding into this machine, which sort of breaks it down into a rice flour, and then he's pressing it. It's exactly like a tortilla. So it's like a rice tortilla. And then you can get a bunch of different fillings. They grill it on the charcoal once again, and then they wrap it up with whatever you want. Usually, I think it comes with a youtiao, like Chinese breadstick, fried breadstick. They don't have that here, so I got it with an egg. You can see it's like a little burrito in a tortilla, a rice tortilla. Call it a Chinese burrito, if you will. So she lathers on some spicy sauce, some bean paste, and the egg that I ordered, and it's crispy. Not really, a little bit crispy on the outside, but it still feels a little bit sticky, like rice-like. Oh, there's like a peanut sauce on it too. It's almost like a sauté sauce. Yum. The texture is like mochi. Not like a tortilla, but the sauce is good. It's very simple, only 5 renminbi, so pretty cheap. And this is a classic Kunming breakfast dish, Urquai. Well, it's pretty good. The sauce is good, but it's pretty simple. Roses are another one of the very famous products from Yunnan. We're going to be visiting a rose farm later on this trip, not in today's episode, but on our next episode from Yunnan. We're going to be exploring even deeper outside of Kunming into the heart of Yunnan. 可以选吗？可以。可以的。Must be blueberry season. I'm seeing blueberries everywhere. Oh, very sweet ones. Yum. Soft. Very good. This is without a doubt one of the greatest farmers markets in the world. It just goes on and on and on and on. There's so much to see, and not every stall is selling like the same things. You see some stalls that sell completely different things, and you keep walking and you keep finding new things. There's so much to see. The other best part about this market is all the free samples. We just got given, this is a sample size, look at this. It's a sweet, almost like martabak manis from Indonesia, but I don't think it's quite the same. And it looks like it could be a rice flour, not totally sure. Sesame filling. Very good, sweet, spongy. One side is crispy, the other side is really soft. That's good. Wow. So they've got a fresh one cooking here. Look at the size of this thing. It's spinning here, cooking away. I think this one's also sesame. Massive. I'm pretty sure it's rice flour because the texture and the color. So they just gave us a sample of the fresh one. It's smoking hot, and it feels even more crispy than the last one we tried. Look at them. They're just pros. They're doing it so fast. Just slices it up perfectly, all evenly cut. Let's try this one. I think this one is just with a little bit of sesame. Not totally sure. Oh, man. Okay. The texture totally changes just in a short period of time because that's like completely, it's almost like a different snack. It's paper thin crispy on the outside, and the inside's like creamy. Actually, that's phenomenal. I feel bad. They keep giving samples. I feel like we have to buy some. So we spotted something with rose. This is a rice cake with rose petals on top. You can see literal rose petals on top. Quite a popular stall, only 1 renminbi per rice cake. And I think it must have some sugar in it because I see some bees hanging around here. Let's try. I think you could probably imagine what this tastes like. It tastes like nothing, really. I can taste maybe a little bit of rose essence, but it's just like a sponge cake. It's almost like the bottom half of a cupcake without the icing and stuff on top. Not bad. I think it could be a little bit sweeter. The rose is like very faint, but interesting. Look at, I got a bee right here. I don't know. They must like the roses, not the sugar, I guess. Finished off with the farmer's market, and now we've come to the old town here in Kunming, and I'm taking you next to try the most iconic dish of the entire city, crossing the bridge noodles. we've got our bowl of crossing the bridge noodles. And the way it comes, I'll tell you a little bit more about what the name means later, but the way that it comes, it's almost like a hot pot in this boiling hot chicken broth, and then all of the different ingredients laid out there are pieces of ham, there's seafood, of course the famous Yunnan mushrooms, and it is just boiling away. Some chicken there, got some looks like processed meat, some veggies, I think this is a crispy pork skin, so all kinds of different things, and then of course you got to add the mixian, the rice noodles in as well. Wow, so many different things. This is a crazy bowl of deluxe noodles. You see it? And in with the rice noodles. It's so hot. So all the ingredients are in there. The bowl is assembled. It smells so good. So crossing the bridge noodles. Very interesting name, and there's a story behind it. Just like with a lot of things in China, there is a story behind it. So the story goes that there was a man who was a scholar. He was studying, and his wife wanted to bring him lunch every day, but she had to cross a bridge to bring it to where he was studying. And what she found is, by the time she reached him, the food was already cold. So she invented a new dish, crossing the bridge noodles. And what she did differently was she put this really thick layer of chicken fat and oil, which kind of created a layer of collagen across the top of the noodles, and it kept all of the broth hot underneath it. And she kept all of the ingredients separate, like you just saw, so that by the time she arrived to her husband, she could just add the ingredients in, and the oil on the top, that thick layer of oil, kept everything nice and hot, and then it kind of cooked the noodles. So pretty interesting story, and a very delicious bowl of noodles. And now here in Kunming, it's like the top thing to try. So we've already added the ingredients in, but you still can see that layer of collagen on the top. Let me just try a little bit of this broth. Oh, smoking hot. Yum. Very good. Chicken, a little bit salty. Oh man, it's hot. So it did the job. It stays really, really hot. They didn't actually have to cross a bridge to bring it to me, just from the kitchen, but I can imagine that this could travel distance and stay warm. Okay, let me try the noodles. So these are rice noodles, mixian, which is the famous noodles here in Kunming in Yunnan. They love the rice noodles. Let me try some of this without burning myself. Yeah, the texture of the rice noodles is really bouncy. It's got a completely distinct texture than a regular like egg noodle or something. Very, very bouncy and chewy. I love it. So hot. A lot of ingredients in there. You can see there's even these little flower petals in there. There's tomato. There was some shredded chicken I saw him put in there. But let me try a mushroom here. That's a famous product from Yunnan, the mushrooms. I mean, it's a pretty standard bowl of noodles with the flavors, not anything particularly unique, but the presentation and the story and the name, it really makes this the iconic must-try dish here in Kunming. Here's one of those little, I think it was a quail egg that he put into my broth. Oh, and a piece of ham. Let's try an egg and ham together. Interesting combo. Yum. Very good. Super hot, oily, but in a good way, and salty. Yum. Very clean flavor, actually. I love it. And the noodles are perfect.
My first sip of the broth. Oh, so good. I can just like drink that alone every day.
Chili oil is a nice addition. I do wish it was a little bit colder here in the Eternal Spring City, because this would be perfect on a snowy day. It's just hot, and it just stays hot the whole time. This is a serious bowl of noodles, and you gotta get your face right down in there to eat the noodles, and it's so hot, even to the last bite. Like, I still can't even It's too hot to touch still until the very end of the meal. That's as good as we're gonna do. A couple little things left and some broth, but man, we've already eaten a lot today.
Now we may have to cross the bridge back.
Yeah.
We saw
Like
stuff.
65 times back and forth. Pretty much everywhere you look, there's food. There's street food carts, there is food stalls, restaurants everywhere. And literally right outside of our hotel, not sponsored whatsoever. Nice hotel though, 4 Points by Sheraton, here in Kunming Central. There is this stall here, which is selling, I'm not sure it's called guokui, but it's very similar to Chengdu's famous dish called guokui. It's a beef kind of pancake, I guess you could call it. So basically the beef is stuffed within a little bit of dough, flattened, and then just fried in a bunch of oil. And you can see there's a big line here. So we couldn't pass this up. We saw it this morning, we came back. Let's try it out. So although the line was long, the wait wasn't very long. So it's different than the guokui, which is famous in Sichuan, which is kind of made differently. They wrap it up and then they smush it down. This one they just call niuro bing, so just a beef cake. And you can see all the ladies working there are Muslims. They're preparing it, so it's halal. It's filled with beef, and then she just asked, do you want chili powder on the outside? Of course, yes. And it is smoking hot, fresh out of the oil. Let's give it a try and hopefully not burn ourselves. Oh my God. Guys, the old saying, where there's a line, there's good food. I don't know if that's an old saying, but I just made that up maybe. It's true, all right? Just trust it. If you're in China or anywhere in Asia for that matter, and you see a line of local people and you don't see any English, that's a good sign. It's gonna be tasty. This is just packed full of juicy beef. And then with that, not really spicy, but like kind of like a salty, spicy chili powder on the outside. Really oily, crispy, but also kind of chewy dough at the same time. Oh man, that is so good. I love these kind of pastries here in China. They're always so flavorful. Simple, cheap too, only 6 yuan. Really good, guys. There you can see inside a little bit better now. It's super juicy beef on the inside. Yum. Smoking hot. Really good. There's a fair bit of beef in there. Super juicy beef too. Very flavorful. Honestly, these kind of dishes here in China, they're so compatible with like an American palate. Like it's almost like a hamburger, I guess you could say. And there's several other dishes here in China that are very similar to like hamburgers. They do a lot of bread dishes, which are actually very good. This is better than a hamburger. That thing was seriously tasty, really satisfying. And since we're at our hotel, we're gonna take a little bit of a break because this city really comes to life at nighttime. So we'll catch back up with you after nightfall. One interesting fact about China is they only have one time zone for the entire country, even though it's like thousands of kilometers across. So it's about 8 p.m. here in Kunming. You can see it's still like kind of sunsetting. It's still a little bit bright, but in Beijing, it's already been dark for hours. So it's a lot more lively now. Everybody's out, and we've come to this really famous building, which is like one of the main photo spots here in Kunming. I'm probably photobombing like 100 people right now. Cool building though. It sort of wraps around the corner like that. So we were walking around the old town here in Kunming, and we noticed that this restaurant was by far the most busy, popular one. So we fought our way to get a seat. They also sell the crossing the bridge noodles, but we got another type of rice noodles that they cook it right inside of the pot. So we ordered the tomato beef rice noodles. So the same noodles that were in our crossing the bridge noodles earlier, but a different dish. So slices of beef in there, some green onions on top, there's tomatoes, and then right out front of the restaurant, they have an area where they're grilling potatoes and chicken. So we've got some chicken here, beautiful. I'm not really sure. It's like a tiny little chicken. Honestly, I don't even know if this is chicken, to be totally honest. It might be a quail because it looks too tiny to be a chicken. Unless it's like a free-range chicken. I don't know the difference. But then we also got the potatoes here, some potatoes, which they were just grilling there fresh. And this is a popular product of Yunnan. I've got some dipping sauce here. Let's try. Yeah, quick. Let me try these noodles out. So we got this spicy tomato beef noodles. I'm actually gonna try to put them, without making a mess, into my bowl here. The rice noodles are like extra slippery. I forgot to get a spoon. That's okay, I'll go back and get one. Try some of these with a piece of beef. I thought it couldn't get any hotter than that bowl of noodles we had earlier. Alright, killer. I guess it's the same concept though. Cooked right into the pot. That is so hot. Oh my god, it just burnt the hell out of my mouth. Okay, let's take a break from the noodles. Let that cool down. And try a piece of chicken here. And try this. Well, maybe it's not chicken. Maybe it's quail. Maybe it's pigeon. Maybe it's a different type of bird I don't even know about. Tastes like chicken. Oh, it's good. It's got like a glaze on the outside. I made up a nice spicy vinegar sauce. Honestly, these potatoes are really good. And they go nicely in this sauce here. A little vinegar, a little soy, green onions. I just burnt the hell out of my mouth, so I can barely taste anything right now, but that's good, I think. Okay, I got a spoon, and this has cooled down a little bit. Let's try the broth. Yeah, actually it's pretty light. Not a whole lot of flavor. And I did just translate it. I guess it is chicken, so I'm guessing it's just like a free-range chicken because it's a super tiny little guy. A lot of bones. The skin. That's where all the flavor is. Yum. What a day of eating so far. That was just alright. Nowhere near as good as the crossing the bridge noodles we had earlier. The broth wasn't as flavorful. This is kind of a touristic area, so maybe the food's not going to be quite as good as the stuff we had this morning, but still a cool experience, sitting on the little tiny chairs. So to cap off the night, we're going to have a traditional Chinese dessert, tangyan, little rice balls, one of my favorite things. We popped in this really popular shop, also on the same old town street here in Kunming. I just want to let everyone know, I mean, if you don't know already, that in China, everything's on the phone. So there's always going to be like QR codes. It's always scanning. Like this shop, for example, I don't believe they would take cash. So it's more important you remember to bring a charged phone or phone and a phone charger than your wallet because you're going to need it everywhere you go in China. So here it is, tangyan. But this place does it in a really interesting way. So you can see these little mochi balls. They're rice flour balls. Each one is stuffed with something different. So they have 4 different flavors here. Ham, Yunnanese ham, walnut, sesame, and rose. And then it's actually served in pu'er tea. So pretty interesting. Usually it's sort of like a sweet broth or sometimes soy milk. But here they do it with tea. And then they serve it with a tea too, pu'er tea. I'm really hoping for ham for the first one because I feel like ham you want to have before the sweet one. So I'm gonna bite this in half. These are really big tangyan, by the way. No! Sesame. Ming is disappointed because that's the one she wanted. This is my favorite. Classic. The only classic flavor, usually it's sesame. The other 3 are gonna be all different. There's absolutely no telling what you're gonna get. Come on, ham. Oh, no. Rose. Wow, that's very good actually. The rice flour is very thin and there's a lot of filling on the inside. Let me bite it again. You can kind of see there the rose filling. All right, I think this is gonna be the ham. This one looks a little bit darker, so I'm guessing that's walnut. Let's try this, see if this is ham. That's so weird. That's so weird. Chunks of ham in there, but it also tastes like they put sugar in it. It's like sweet ham. It's so weird. A really, really strong ham flavor. I don't know about that. With the sugar, kind of too strange. And it's gotta be walnut. Oh yeah. I think it's walnut mixed with sesame though, look. Why is it black? I think it's walnut and sesame mixed together. This place is really good though. Really good tongue again. Good pu'er tea too. So this entire street just smells like barbecue, and we couldn't pass the stall that was selling these beautiful skewers from the northwest of China. So all halal. This is beef. You can also get it with mutton. And what I love is they serve it right on a stick, seasoned with salt, cumin, chili. Let's try it out. Oh, I think I just ripped some of the bark off that stick. I don't think I was supposed to do that, but it's pretty good. A little bit spicy. The cumin flavor is really strong. There's a lot going on. There's a car coming through here. I don't feel like that they're supposed to do that. Now he's telling them, hey, you can't come through here, man. That's insane. Oh, this woman's just pushing me out of the way. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Careful, careful. Yeah, good skewer though. This is China for you. This is insanity. I don't recommend eating the bark like I just did. That's gonna be it for today's episode here in Kunming, China. I seriously think this is one of the top gastronomic destinations in the country. Like I said at the beginning of this episode, it's the breadbasket of China. There's so much good food here. And we're actually gonna be leaving Kunming behind and heading deeper into Yunnan to bring you more episodes of Chopstick Travel. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.